3 between the Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming at you in just a few short moments. Taking the mound for the home squad is the New Jersey guy, Brett Kennedy, as he starts up Game 1 of this 3-game series. Into the box now, the shortstop Arnold Suzuki coming up to the plate now, as he will start this one under the lights. And that four-seamer is in there for code strike 1 as we are underway this evening. 7:05 first pitch, as fans are starting to get on in the stadium and taking their seats. And now the 0-1. And that's going to be hit to second. And that will be thrown to first, and that will be the first out. Time now to look at the visiting starting lineups. Into the box now, the designated hitter, Sergio Valentine. One away in the inning, nobody on. And that four-seamer is in there for a ball. 73 degrees, clear skies, winds 9 blowing in from right field. So a nice breezy Tuesday night as the Missions take on the visiting Travelers.
Inside, ball 2.
Four-seamer out of the zone, and that would be ball 2. Well, tonight our next-door neighbor team, Corpus Christi, taking on the Northwest Arkansas for a 3-game set. San Antonio taking on the Arkansas Travelers. So both teams in the North Division will have 6 away series. The 2-1. That changeup is fouled off to the left, and that will go out of play for strike 2. Now the 2-2. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. And they will make no play, as that will be scored a base hit.
Batting third, left fielder, Johnny Combs.
And that will bring in the left fielder for the Travelers, Johnny Combs. Base runner at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss on that four-seamer, 92 miles an hour, called for strike 1. And nice angle view from our cameraman as that swing and a miss. Now the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
And that's going to miss. And the base runner at first will steal second. And got to say, that right there, we got a man now in scoring position. Now the 1-1. That four-seamer gets him out chasing, called for strike 2. Valentine out at second. And here's the 1-2. And that dusts him off the plate. Now the count holds 2-2. The 2-2. And that changeup hangs him out to dry. And that is strike 3 called with 2 down here in the top half of the first. Now into the box, Keith Ogle, the first baseman. Up to the plate now. Change up out of the zone, called for ball 1. Now the count 1-0. So let me tell you guys about the 6 road series that we had. San Antonio losing 4 games and winning only 2. So everybody won 2 games apiece and evened out. The Arkansas Travelers winning 2. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals winning 2. And San Antonio winning 2. So, gotta say, evened out right there. Keith Roman on deck now, as the count now 3-0. The 3-0. And, oh, that gets in the zone, and that's a 4-seamer called for strike 1. Now the count loaded up at 3-1. Three and 1. And that will be ball 4. So first and second now, as he intentionally walks the next guy. And Ogle will be at first. And leading off, Keith Roman, the right fielder for Arkansas this evening. And that's going to be hit. And the right fielder has it, and they will avoid the danger. So only 1 hit in an inning, but nothing comes of it. On now to the bottom half of the first, no score. Armando Vasquez for the Arkansas Travelers will take the mound for the visiting team here this evening. Into the box now for the good guys, the center fielder, Billy Richter. Up to the plate now as we start the home half of inning number 1. And here's the first pitch. 4-seam fastball misses the zone, and that would be ball 1. Shout outs to get to as we get started for the home half of inning number 1. We got the Arkansas Traveler fans tuning in and watching on YouTube Live. So greetings to the fans from Arkansas. Gotta say, we got a lot of good fans here in San Antonio supporting the San Antonio Missions. Now the 1-1. Change up out of the zone. Now the count loads 2-1. Good fans here tonight on this first Tuesday of June. And that's going to be popped up into right. The right fielder has it, and that's the first out in the inning. Time now to look at the defensive lineups for the home team. Into the box now, the shortstop, Rodney Finch. Coming up to the plate for the Missions this evening. And that 4-seamer is out of the zone. Now the count holds 1-0. So if you want to shout out, make sure you message me on Facebook or YouTube Live. I do apologize about that. We are not on Facebook anymore for one reason. We are now here to YouTube for good. This is our new home. And the cutter, 90 miles an hour, called for strike 1. Now the count is 2-1. So hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday night here in the AA Texas League. And slider, 3-1. Felipe Rodriguez on deck. 1 away in the inning with nobody on. And that misses ball 4, so Finch will now head to the first base as a 1-out base walk. Felipe Rodriguez, first baseman, approaches the dish now with 1 away and 1 on here. Now that changeup, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Four-seamer in there for strike 2. Now the 0-2. And that's going to get in there and it'll miss. So the count now 1-2. Now the 1-2 delivery. And that one's going to be chopped into left. Foul ball. The 1-2 delivery. And Rodriguez will swing. And that will be the second casualty here in inning number 1. And stepping in now, Edgar Aramis. Last half of the first inning, as San Antonio will try to pick up that base runner at first. And do gotta say, this beautiful Tuesday night as fans still pile in and take their seats as we start up a 6-game home series. And that one will be fouled at the last moment. And I'll throw back to first, keeping him close. So the count now 1-1. 1-1. Armas goes down on the cutter, swing and a miss. 1-2 now. One and two. And fouled off. Now the count still holds at 1-2. And Ogle is being targeted. And that base runner at first. And another one at first. He's just keeping eyes on him. Just looking at him, saying, if I get him, that would be nice. Swing and a miss. Aramis will go down looking, and that will do it. The inning is over. We played one with no score. Tony Casto, the center fielder, coming up to the plate now to start the top half of inning number 2. And here we go with inning number 2 as the first pitch is for a four-seamer for ball 1. The 1-0. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour, called for strike 1. Count even at 1-1. One. Changeup out of in the zone. Now the count holds 1-2. One and two. And that's going to go out of play. And that will be a Lucky Fans baseball. And that will be strike 2. 1-2 now. Uh-oh, and that's going to be a base hit. Danger it is. And we're going to have a leadoff double here to start the top half of inning number 2. So, by the show motion here, you can see where that ball went. And do gotta say, that is the hot corner. So nice angle view from our cameraman as well. Thank you for that footage. David Freitas, the catcher, coming up to the plate now to drive Casto from second and try to get that boy home. Four-seam fastball in there for the ball. 1-0. Corpus Christi versing the Northwest Arkansas Naturals tonight. And indeed that is. That's going to be a run coming across to score. And Arkansas now in front. 1-0, a early lead. So what I do got to say about Corpus Christi and the Naturals is they are now at the top half of inning number 2. And Corpus Christi just delivering a home run. Bob Ortiz, third baseman for Arkansas, up to the plate now. So the Hooks will lead a 1-0 in the top half of inning number 2 as they scored that run in the bottom half of inning number 1. And the count is going to be fouled off. Now the count holds still 0-2. Delivery.
Ball, that's out.
Four-seam fastball out of the zone. Now the count holds 1-2. 1-2. And wild pitch. And forget about the double play now as David will move up to second now. And yeah, that right there is just bad. The slider. Pitch break 8 inches and 84 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Ortiz being the first casualty. And now here's the defensive lineups for the visitors. Or for the home team. Jason Ramirez, the second baseman, coming to the plate now for the Arkansas Travelers. Base runner at second, David Freitas at second. Big scoring opportunity here as 1-0, a early lead. Arkansas in front. And gotta say, pitch count now for Brett Kennedy. 33 pitches so far in this game through the first 2 innings. 1-1.
Ball 2.
Ball 2, as that home plate umpire says. Now the count holds 2-1. The 2-1. And that's going to be trouble. He's going to, oh wait. That's going to hold him to a single, so the corners will be loaded up now. We're still just 1 away in the inning. So a steal situation could happen. And the slider, 82 miles an hour, called for strike 1. Runner at first and third with only 1 away here in the inning. He's going. And that runner will steal second. And you got second and third now. So Ramirez at second. And that slider gets him out looking. And he chases. That will be second casualty here in the inning.
Sergio Valentine.
And now that would bring up Sergio Valentine as he strides to the plate now. And that changeup, 83 miles an hour, called for strike one. The designated hitter was a single in the first, 1-for-1 here this evening. Now the 0-1. And swing and a miss out of the zone on that four-seamer, called for strike two. So that will get him out looking. Now the 0-2. And uh-oh. Oh man, he got every single bit of that, and that ball is gone, folks. 3-run home run to Sergio Valentine. And as they get on the board, 4-0. So the visiting Arkansas Travelers getting up there. Was still 2 away in the inning on that 3-run home run here. And let's go to Majestic as we have a 407 foot. And that one is out of the yard. Nice shot from our cameraman as well. And stepping in now is Johnny Combs, the lefty. 0-for-1, a strikeout in the first. 0-for-1. And now the count now 0-2. Brett Kennedy, 4 strikes, 29, total 43 so far, as his pitch count is just too high. So if he doesn't get his stuff together, he'll be pulled from this ball game. Confidence level is just really low for this pitcher here tonight. Now the 1-2 now. And things just ain't going his way. And now we're going to have some time here as that home plate umpire is hearing something from the home dugout. And got to say, that manager just giving him an earful. And swing and a miss. And that will do it. The inning is over. So 4 runs. 3 on this 3-run home run. Arkansas out in front 4-0. Stepping in now, the third baseman, Robbie Hunt, as we approach the middle half of inning number 2. And now here's the first pitch. Slider, 1-0. Well, if you're just tuning in with us, we'd like to welcome you to this live broadcast here. And we've got fans from Arkansas watching. Cutter out of the zone, now 2-0. And as we bring you this one live here tonight from the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas. Now the 2-0. 4-seam fastball in the zone. Now the count holds 2-1. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is evened up at 2-2. Now the 2-2. And folks, that's going to be hit high. Look at it fly. It is out of here. And San Antonio just delivering a solo home run, and that will give them a 3 deficit to catch up to Arkansas. So my gracious, look at these guys go. So look at this by Show Track. And that one was way out of here. So going to the top of the order now is the designated hitter, Carlos Valentin. 4-1 our score, bottom half of inning number 2. The 0-1. And that one's going to be crushed. And that one is gone as well. So Carlos Valentin gets a solo home run. And the Mission's now making a dent in this 4-run deficit. And now only 2 to catch up to the Arkansas Travelers. So a good position here. So my gracious. 2 runs on 2 hits, and both of them will be solo home runs. Now up to the top of the order, Chad Taylor. And that will be strike 1 on the foul. And the catcher up to the plate now after the 2 solo home runs. Nobody out still, nobody on. So San Antonio's got an opportunity of catching up to the Arkansas Travelers, only leading by 2 runs. And that one is low in the dirt, now be called 1-2. And that one's going to be hit high. The left fielder has it, and that's the first out in the inning. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the visitors. Stepping in now, Kenny McClendon, the second baseman for the Missions here this evening. Now here's the first pitch. And that changeup is low. Outside the zone, 1-0. Sun beginning to set on this beautiful Tuesday night. And fans still piling in and taking their seats. Another 1-0. 2-0 now in the 4-seamer, 92 miles an hour for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Fouled off. Now he's 2-1. Now the 2-1. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, and that will be gloved out to first, and that's 2 away in the inning. So Dustin Gonzalez will be the lefty coming up to the plate now. The left fielder. 4-2 our score. As San Antonio had 2 solo home runs here in the bottom half of the second. Gotta say how amazed I am to see 2 solo home runs with no outs. So that's got to be something that you don't see every day in this season. And the inning will come to an end. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Arkansas out in front 4-2. Now stepping in, Keith Ogle. First plate appearance was a walk. here in this ball game. And, time is going to be called here as the manager has gotten out of the dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change here for San Antonio. Ramon Cortez will be called to the mound to do the pitching. And starting off the top of the third with a new pitcher, and that will be called a strike one. Inning number 3 underway here for the Missions and the Travelers here, as this game is really just still getting underway still. Slider, 88 miles an hour, called for strike 2. I do gotta say, Cortez's reservoir is really good. He throws a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. And gotta say, his fooling techniques is what gets the batters chasing and striking out there. And that'll be the first out here in inning number 3. As Ogle will go down, the first casualty here in this ball game. So Cortez now a strikeout. Now here is the first pitch. 2-seamer out of the zone, called for ball 1. A beautiful Tuesday night, and do gotta say, fans still piling in, and I gotta say that's pretty good. 2-seamer gets the count evened up at 1-1. So if you want to shout out, make sure that you guys tune in to this gameplay stream of our first 6 homestand in the month of June. We'll wrap up the series Sunday afternoon against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in a 4:05 first pitch. So hope you guys will enjoy the rest of the homestand. And Roman goes down looking, and that will be the second casualty. Cortez getting another strikeout. So 2 back-to-back in that one. Tony Castro, 1 for 1 with a double and a run, approaches the plate now. In front of their new pitcher for San Antonio. And 86 miles an hour, called for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be hit to shortstop. And the athletic throw gets him! Oh yeah! And that ends the inning. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3. The Travelers still out in front, 4-2. Into the box now, Billy Richter, center fielder, 0 for 1, a fly out in the first, as we start the home half of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. And that's going to be hit to shortstop. And that will be thrown to first, and out number 1 goes the leadoff for the 3rd inning. Ronnie Finch, the first plate appearance, a walk to the shortstop. And crystal clear evening as we are seeing a blue sky here. And you always got to wonder, that blue sky is just so pretty to look at during the course of the season. And now the count is evened up at 1-1. So our next games against the Arkansas Travelers will be in August when we head to Northwest Arkansas on Tuesday, August 11th. And we will play the final 3 games at Arkansas beginning Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, beginning on August 14th. Last 6 against Naturals and Travelers. beginning on Tuesday night, August 18th. And one more away series as we play Frisco and Corpus Christi. Again on Tuesday, August 25th. And our last home series of the year, beginning a 4-game set with Midland and Corpus Christi.
First baseman number 34.
So Finch will go down as the second out in the inning. And stepping in, Felipe Rodriguez. And Cutter, 1-0. Strikeout in the first, 0 for 1 tonight for the first baseman. Nice breezy evening as the winds are from the right field position. 1-1 now. Pitch count now 45 for Arkansas Travelers pitcher Armando Vasquez. 1-1. And oh boy, that's going to be hit. But unfortunately, the left fielder has it, and that will be the inning. We played 3 full. The Travelers out in front, 4-2. Stepping in now, the catcher David Freitas. A single, an RBI that led to a run coming across the score. 1 for 1 as we start up the top half of inning number 4. And two-seamer fastball called for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And that is going to go out foul. And luckily that would not be a base hit. 1-1 to Freitas. And that's going to be hit. And the right fielder gets it. And that is the first out in the inning. Looking at Brett Kennedy, he gave up 5 hits and struck out 4. Pitch count was 47 so far, so not a good night if he loses this one. Stepping in, Bob Ortiz, the third baseman, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second. So, got to say, Kennedy has had a good day on Sunday when we played the Naturals, winning a 7-6 contest there. And gotta say, he's got a lot of work to do while he's in the pros and AA. I mean, you can't get to San Diego that way. So pretty much, you know, gotta work hard and gotta show that you are qualified to get up in there. And that one's gonna be hitting the right. And the right fielder has it. That'll be 2 away. So call-up track will be the AA Missions from San Antonio. And the AAA of El Paso. So he would get called to the Chihuahuas. And then after that, he will leave the state of Texas to head to California. I mean, if he does get a call-up real soon. So Cortez now down 2 outs. And the last half of the 4th inning. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be hit. Uh-oh. He misses it, and that will be a base hit in the center. So a 2-out base runner as we go back to the top of the order now. So it's just like the call-up track for the Rockhounds. It'll be AA Midland. And it'll be AAA Nashville. And runner headed there at second, and he will steal from first base to second. And the count now 0-1. Now this guy is fast and lightning. Look at him run. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Now 0-2. One strike to getting out of this. Now the 0-2. Fouled off to the left on the curveball. 20 pitches so far for the San Antonio pitcher. And that's going to be hitting the left. Left fielder right under it. And that will do the inning. So we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Travelers out in front by 2. Edgar Armas, right fielder, strikeout in the first, will start the home half of the 4th inning. Evening now upon us as the sun begins to set over the right field wall. And the changeup misses his own 1-0. So Armando now up 47 for the visiting Travelers pitcher. And do gotta say, he has 3 to 50 pitches so far. Now the 1-0. Changeup misses low in the zone. That'll be called ball 2. 2-0. And that's going to be hit to first. First baseman steps on the bag, and that will be the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Robbie Hunt.
And the third baseman, Robbie Hunt, comes up to the plate now. A solo home run in the second. And got to say, we had 2 San Antonio Mission players hit solos in this baseball contest. Now the 1-0. And hit to third. And the third baseman will throw to first, and the second casualty comes out. Hunt going down, retired, and 2 away here in the inning, here in the home 4th. Carlos Valentin would be 1 for 1, a solo home run in the second, with his partner that solo home run. And gotta say, the guys down in the dugout pretty good when they got the high fives. Now here's pitch number 53. And that's going to be hitting the left. Left fielder has it. And that will do the inning. So we played 4 full. The Travelers 4-2. Stepping in now, Sergio Valentine. Home run, a single that led to 3 RBIs on the board. So that 3-run home run he still remembers. Starting up with inning number 5 as the first pitch is called for ball 1. Pitch count for Ramon Cortez, now 22 so far. And hoping to get strikeouts through this game. And curveball now 2-0. Three and 0 now. Johnny Combs awaits on deck. The 3-0. Finds the zone for that 2-seamer in there for strike 1. Three and 1. And that loads up the count. That ball will go foul and right. And that goes out of play for strike 2. Now the 3 and 2. And ball 4 as that curveball misses out of the zone, and he immediately works the first guy Valentine on the first. Johnny Combs, left fielder, 2 strikeouts tonight this ball game. Uh-oh, he's going. Pick it up, boy. And that will be a wild pitch. And that base runner at first will steal second. Time now to call time as the catcher will head to the mound and exchange some words. And I do gotta say, this is just turning into events of unfolding stuff here in this game. And that would be the first out, but meanwhile that runner is at third base 90 feet away. Keith Ogle walks in the first. And do gotta say, pitch count is 30 so far. I do gotta say, Cortez, age 27 here in this contest, as he was handpicked in the year of 2014 by the Padres organization.
2 balls, no strike.
So pretty much he's been to AAA El Paso, but pretty much they want him down into AA for pros.
Nope.
And 3-0. Ball 3. Keith Roman on deck for Arkansas. Now here's the 3-0.
Nope, that's ball 4.
And that will walk him right there. We've got to say, now the corner's now loaded up, and I think it's time for this guy to be out of the game because he's just not focusing on the strike zone. Now, time will be called here as we'll get Kevin Simon to the mound as the manager calls him. There is first and third with only 1 away here in the top half of the 5th inning. So Kevin Simon will be the new San Antonio pitcher. And you gotta say, let's hope he can have some works here tonight. Popped up. And that will be the second out. So 2 away here in the inning, and that will still mean that first and third will be loaded up still. Now stepping in for Arkansas, Tony Casto. And oh, the first pitch gets the catcher right in the I gotta say, in the ouchie right there. Now the 0-1. 2-seamer. Now the count is 1-1. 5th inning in the 4-2 contest. Arkansas out in front. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, and that will get them out of danger. The inning is over. So Arkansas still leading this one. 4-2 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th. Stepping in now, Chad Taylor, the catcher. As we play the bottom half of the 5th inning. And that's going to be hit. Throw out from the shortstop to the first baseman, out number 1. So 1 quick out to start the bottom half of the home 5th. And stepping in, Kenny McClendon, ground out in the 2nd. 4-2 our score on this Tuesday night. Here as the Missions are back home playing 6-game series against the Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals that will come to San Antonio after their 3 against Corpus Christi. Armando Vasquez has 22 balls, 34 strikes, a total of 56 so far. So one. And knowing that high pitches grants high awards of getting a home run. 1-2. And McClendon will go down, and that will be 2 outs here, bottom half of the 5th.
The left fielder, number 7, Dustin Gonzalez.
Dustin Gonzalez will come up to the plate now with 2 away here. And swing and a miss on that four-seamer. Ground out in the second for the left fielder. And you got to say this right here is turning interesting, as this 4-2 contest could turn like real gently. Now that's going to be a base hit in the center. So the shortstop will miss it. And got to say, we got a base runner at first. Bottom half of the 5th inning still alive, and now throw to the bag at first. And keep an eye on him. Tying run up to the plate. And that's going to be hitting the right. And the right fielder has it, and that will get them out of danger. We played 5. The Travelers out in front 4-2. Stepping in now, the catcher David Freitas, a single, an RBI that led to that run. You've got to say he was 1 for 2 in this ball game here this evening. Now here's the first pitch here in inning number 6, as that one will be fouled off. And that will be strike 1. Now the 0-1. Slider in the right-hand side, and that would be called strike 2. So Ramon Cortez leaving this ball game after 5 innings. And now it'll be hitting the left, and that ball will go foul in the left of the field. 0-2. And that will be a base hit in the left. So early trouble as we go back to the top of the order here for inning number 6.
Now batting, third baseman, Bob Ortiz.
And now we bring up Rob Ortiz from the Arkansas Travelers. And the changeup, 1-0. Ortiz was a strikeout and a flyout, 0 for 2 in this ball game. 1-0. Slider, and the count holds 1-1. One and one. Fouled off on that four-seamer. Now the count holds 1-2. Base runner at first. Nobody out. One and two now. And that one's going to be popped up high, and it goes left. Foul. Another 1-2 offering. And strike three called on that two-seamer. Now be the first out in the inning. Simon getting the strikeout. Ortiz going down retired. And Arkansas still in front of this lead. Jason Ramirez, the second baseman, coming up now. He had 2 singles, a run, and 2 for 2 here in this contest this evening. Two-seam fastball in there for strike one. The Strike at the knees. 0-1. And that's going to be popped up in the left. And the center fielder has it. And that would be 2 quick outs here. That runner holding on at first. Arnold Suzuki, the leadoff hitter that started this ball game tonight, fly out in the 4th inning. Approaching the dish now. Two-seamer out of the zone, and now that will be 1-0. Corpus Christi in front, a 3-2 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And you gotta say, they're doing pretty well this evening. Hopefully they can win the home opener of the 6-game series that they had in line with. So 2 base runners, first and second, with 2 away. And you look at this guy right here, he did a 3-run home run to get this one started off. As that was at the bottom half, or top half of inning number 4. Or shall I say it was in number 2. And that's going to be popped up in the right. The right fielder has it, and that will do the inning. So great job of working out potential trouble. We played the half of the 6, and going to the bottom half, 4-2 our score. Stepping up now to start the home half of the 6, Ronnie Finch, shortstop. Coming up to the plate now as he was a 0-for-1 with a walk in the 1st inning. And here we go with the home half of inning number 6 as that 4-seamer was low in the dirt for ball 1. And that 4-seamer, 89 miles an hour, still out of the zone. Now the count holds 2-0. Pitch count now 63 pitches so far. And changeup, 82 miles an hour. Count now 2-1. 2-1. Slider. 2-2, now evened up count. Now, I've got to say, a beautiful Tuesday evening in our first week of June. And as we got to say, the playoff race will start the second half. Second half, Thursday, July 2nd, as the San Antonio Missions host at Springfield for 3. And Tulsa for only 2. And now Finch will get a leadoff walk. And as we go to the top of the order now, the tying run coming up to the plate in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Felipe Rodriguez, strikeout, line out, 0-for-2 here in this ball game tonight. Hoping to look for damage. And that changeup out in the zone called for strike 1. And now throw back to first, keeping him close. Now another throw to first. Just keeping eyes on him. Like, I'm keeping my eyes on you, buddy. 0-1. And that changeup, 1-1. Manager looked like he's just being smart aleck. Arkansas Travelers. 1-1. And that will be fouled off. Now the count holds 1-2. Hoping to do some damage. Here it is. And uh-oh, that one is going to be hit high. Is it enough to get out of here? Yes, it is! And San Antonio tying this ball game. Santa Maria. 2-run home run, Felipe Rodriguez. And we are tied with 4 apiece. And the crowd just going crazy here this evening. And as you can see, 360 feet. And tying run now scored in. And now stepping in, Edgar Aramas, the go-ahead run.
Nope, that's a ball.
And four-seam fastball, 91 miles an hour for ball 1. The righty, strikeout, a ground out for our right fielder for the Missions here tonight. They're the 1-0. Slider gets him out chasing, and now the count evened up at 1 apiece. 1-1. Fouled off to the right, and that will go out of play into the stands. Count holds 1-2. 1-2. And Aramas will strike out, and he'll become the first casualty here in the inning. So I do got to say, when we get off to the playoff race, beginning the second half, Springfield and Tulsa, and then coming home on Wednesday, July 8th, playing the visiting Springfield Cardinals for a 3-game series, and then a 4-game series beginning Saturday, July 11th, as the San Antonio Missions will play the doubleheader of that rained out Tuesday at Tulsa. So we'll have a doubleheader, and pretty much we're going to have a lot of doubleheaders because we do see a lot of rained out games. Now here's the 0-2. And that cutter gets him, and that is 2 quick outs after that 2-run home run. Carlos Valentin, solo home run in the second, 1 for 2 for this ball game this evening. "78 pitches so far for Armando Vasquez. And do got to say, 79 through 6 innings. And changeup, 2-0. Looks like he's starting to get shaken up after that 2-run home run by San Antonio. Got to say, the Missions should have a great night if they can break the tiebreaker. And hopefully at the end of tonight's contest we'll send the fans home happy. Hopefully that will be our goal here this evening. 2-1. And that's going to be lined into left. The left fielder has it. That ends the inning. Another look at this 2-run home run. We played 6 full and tied 4 apiece. Back here for Texas League Baseball on this Tuesday evening. Squared away at 4 apiece as we get ready to start the visiting half of the 7th inning for the Travelers. Stepping in now, Johnny Combs, the left fielder, 0 for 3, a ground out in the 5th inning. As he strides to the plate now to start the visitor half of the 7th inning. And now here we go with inning number 7. His first pitch is missing for 4-seamer for ball 1. Let's say we got to thank the fans for coming, and we want you to come back tomorrow night for midweek baseball, as our series with Arkansas still continues. Now the 2-0. 3-0. Keith Ogle on deck. And we'll wrap the series up with Arkansas on Thursday, June 4th. And we see the Northwest Arkansas Naturals through the weekend. Friday and Saturday night games at 7:05. And then wrapping up Sunday afternoon at 4:05 versus the Naturals. And then Tuesday, we head to, well, Monday afternoon, we'll head to Frisco and start up a 4-game set with the Rough Riders. 3-1. And that slider misses, so the go-ahead run goes to first base.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So Johnny Combs getting a walk. And hopefully that this confusion is not going to hit him. That's for sure. So Simon getting tired. And hopefully he can hold in just a little bit longer. 25 pitches so far for Kevin Simon on the mound for San Antonio. And the slider misses out of the zone, 1-2. 4-4 tied ball game here this evening. Corpus Christi getting up in the front against the Naturals. And that's going to be hit in the left. Left fielder has it. And that will be the first out in the inning. So the runner has to retreat back to first. And do got to say, out number 1 as we are in the top of the 7th inning frame. Keith Roman had a pop out in the 5th inning. The right fielder. And do got to say, we are doing really well here this evening. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on that slider. 84 miles an hour, called for strike 2. 0-2. And that nearly gets him in the leg. Gracious. Good thing it didn't, because that would be a man in scoring position if that would. One and two. And look out, that one nearly got away and got him. Top of inning number 7, 4-4, our score. A tie ball game. And he will swing and a miss, 2 down. As the base runner at first still stranded at first. And only 1 out to get out of this before it gets a whole lot serious. Now the first pitch. And that will go for a strike to Tony Casto. Double and a run, 1 for 3 for our visitor center fielder. And the runner stealing. And not in time as he makes it to second. Now the 0-2.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball, nicked the corner, and now the count holds 1-2. Good shot from the fans from our third base side. Gotta say, everybody's just out enjoying a nice, comfortable evening. It's 76 degrees, the current temperature that I have on my thermometer. And that's going to be popped up. The shortstop has it, and that will end the inning. So it's time for our 7th inning stretch here at home. Get up and stretch. We're tied at 4.
Your attention, please.
Ray
Now pitching for
Torero
Arkansas,
will take the mound to start the
Ray
home half of the 7th inning for the home squad. Stepping in, Chad Taylor, the catcher, coming up to the plate to meet the new greeter for the Arkansas Travelers. And hoping to break this tiebreaker. 94 miles an hour as we start the home half of the 7th for ball 1. Night sky already, and stadium lights now illuminating the whole field. And that's too high. 4-seam fastball up there for ball 2. Now we got a righty, Tommy Culliver, now warming up in the Travelers bullpen. Now 2-0. And that breaks the bat. And he'll get tagged out for the out, and he'll avoid the shrapnel out there. And that's the first out in the inning. Kenny McClendon coming up to the plate after the tag out. And that's going to be hit. And he's got a base hit in the center. So beautiful. The go-ahead run at first base. And got to say, he's trying to get that dugout fired up, and hopefully the night would be the Mission's night to win the opener of the 6 homestand. Hopefully to looking for the added insurance. Is losing 4 on the road. And got to say, 2 against Arkansas, 2 against the Naturals. But still able enough to win 2, so we evened it out. So 2 for everybody. And throw back to first, and he's still back in standing. Now the first pitch. Gonzalez swings and misses, and now the count now 0-2. Now back to first, and McClendon back in standing. Now the 0-2. And Gonzalez will swing and miss, and that will be the second out here in the bottom half of inning number 7.
Billy Richter.
And now bring up the center fielder, Billy Richter. Fly out in the 5th inning. 0 for 3 here in this one. Now here's the first pitch. Little tapper, but fouled off. Now the count holds 0-1. Last of the 7th inning here. And only moments away from the 8th inning. And that's going to be hit into left. Left fielder has it, and that will be the inning. So we are still tied after 7 with 4 apiece. The Travelers and Missions tied with 4. David Freitas, the catcher, coming up to 2 singles and RBI that led to a run. I've got to say, a perfectly good evening for him. And got to say, time will be called here as the manager will come out. And we're going to see a pitching change for the Missions here this evening. Guy Shipman will come up to the mound now as he will do the top half of inning number 8 on the mound. And here we go with inning number 8 as that 4-seamer is out of the zone for ball 1. 9:25 on this Tuesday night. And gotta say, just nice when you have a beautiful evening like this. 1-1. And that slider, oh, shoot, he just misses. Looks like he was chasing butterflies. Or, I don't know what he was chasing. Looked like he was chasing a bird or bees or whatever. 1-2 to Freitas. And, uh-oh, he gets fooled right there, and that just makes him mad. And here we go with the starter comparison, and as you can see, Armando Vasquez, both pitchers removed from the ball game in this one. Bob Ortiz, the third baseman, striked out in the 6th inning. And you gotta say, Shipman now already a strikeout already.
Yep, that ball went out.
Four-seam fastball. Now the count holds 1-0. Shout-outs to get to as we play the top half of the 8th inning. And is there any? Oh, man, I don't see any.
One ball, one strike.
So if you want to shout out through this homestand and through future games here in the month of June, July, August, and start of September, make sure that you follow that if you want to shout out or not. As San Antonio is looking to have the playoff race beginning in July, taking on the Springfield Cardinals. Now the 2-1. And that one's going to be fouled off. And that will even up the count at 2-2. Now the 2-2. And the slider gets him out looking, and that's 2 casualties here in the top half of the 8th inning. So nobody on base after 2 strikeouts. Shipman gets those strikeouts. I gotta say, that manager's just looking at the pitcher. He's like, oh my gracious. Two outs and nobody on. 4-4 our tied ball game here. Jason Ramirez, 2 singles that led to that run, and 2 for 3 here tonight's contest. Now the 0-1. Slider right in the corner, and the count holds 0-2. So the last of the top of the 8th inning about to be underway. Now the 0-2. And Cutters, he protects the plate. Now the count holds still 0-2. 0-2 to Ramirez. Fouled off again, headed into left. And that one will go out of play. Still in counting 0-2. The 0-2. Fouled off into right. And that will be still in 0-2 positions. 0-2 to Ramirez. And that's going to be popped up into foul ground. And the first baseman has it, and that will do the inning. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. San Antonio and Arkansas tied with 4. Tommy Culver will come up to the mound now as he will do some pitching to get the bottom half of the 8th inning started. Ronnie Finch, 2 walks and a run, will greet the new pitcher as Arkansas and San Antonio tied. And whoever gets a run in. And uh-oh. That'd be a line drive in the center, so the go-ahead run will be at first base. And a tiebreaker. hopefully to get this game untied somehow, some way. Just ask yourself that question. Now here's the first pitch. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 1. So 1 out with a base runner at first, and that will step in Edgar Armas, the right fielder, strike out in the 6th. So hoping to look some damage and end the tie. And that four-seamer, 95 miles an hour for strike 1. Culver, only aged 19. He was handpicked in the 2014 draft against the Seattle Mariners. Changeup evens up the count. One last half of the 8th inning underway with 1 away with a runner at first. Now the 1-1. And that slider gets him out chasing. 1-2 now. The 1-2. And that two-seamer evens up the count out of the zone. Now the count 2-2. 2-2. And that will nick the corner. Now the count holds 3-2. Robbie Hunt on deck for San Antonio tonight. And do gotta say, hope this tiebreaker could come to an end if he can launch one and get one enough into the gap. And Aramis goes down, and he'll become the second casualty here tonight. Culver getting the strikeout. And do gotta say, that will be 2 away here in the inning with that runner still at first. And one last shot to break the tie. So Robbie Hunt was a 1-for-3, a solo home run in the 2nd. Now the count holds 1-1. One and one.
Count is 2-1.
2-1 now on the slider. 85 miles an hour called for ball. 2-1. And that's going to be hit to short, and he will throw out to second, and that will be the inning. So we played 8 full and still tied with 4. And we head to the top of the 9th. Arnold Suzuki, the shortstop, 1-for-4, a single in the 6th, will come up to the plate now to make his next appearance. And here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch is a slider for ball 1. San Antonio and Arkansas tied with 4 in this game. And I do got to say, whoever gets that point across the score will probably be winning this one. Or San Antonio can do a walk-off. Four-seam fastball in there for strike 2. Now the count holds 1-2. Shipman doing really well on pitches. 18 so far. Through his few innings that he's been on. The 2-2. And the cutter gets him out swinging. And that'll be the first out in the inning. Stepping in now is the designated hitter for Arkansas tonight, Sergio Valentine. And he did a home run, a single that led to 3 runs across the board. And that cutter is low, and he gets a knee-high strike. Now the 0-1. Cutter out of the zone, and that will even up the count 1-1. 4-4 our tied ball game here tonight in the top of the 9th inning for San Antonio and Arkansas. And that cutter just makes him swing and miss, and he gets fooled right there. Chasing butterflies, or he's got pterodactyls in his stomach. Pterodactyls. I'm just kidding, y'all. 2-2. And that changeup. And now stepping in is the on-deck man, Johnny Combs. And now the 3-2 offering. And that is strike 3 called. Valentine goes down, and that's 2 away here in the inning. So inning number 9 going successfully, and Shipman getting another strikeout. Johnny Combs coming up to the plate now. I'm sorry if I'm laughing. I just heard that fan go, boo! Thank you for making me laugh when I'm trying to say his name. And that'll be strike 1 to Johnny Combs. Strike 2. And now they're only 1 pitch away from getting out of the top half of the 9th inning. And hopefully looking to do the damage here. And that's going to be popped up right in front of the visitor dugout. And that will do it. The inning is over. So we head to the bottom half of the 9th. And only 1 run can win this contest. And we still tied at 4. In now, Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter, solo home run in the 2nd as we play the bottom half of the 9th inning. And here we go with inning number 9 as that 4-seamer is out of the zone for ball 1. The righties in the Travelers bullpen, Roseboro and Armstrong, starting to warm up pitches. Now the 1-0. And that 4-seamer is evened up the count 1-1. So 1 run can win this. If San Antonio can get a leadoff home run, that will give them a walk-off.
Count is 2-1.
Would be like to see that during this home opener. And a 4-seamer, 95 miles an hour. Now even up the count 2-2. 4-4 our score, bottom half of the 9th inning. And Valentin fouls that one off. And still holds 2-2 on the count. Now the 2-2. And that's going to be hit. Left fielder chasing it, and that would be the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Chad Taylor.
Now that'll bring up Chad Taylor, the catcher. Ground out in the 7th inning. And hoping to be a walk-off winner here tonight for the San Antonio Missions. And that 2-seam fastball in the zone for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Up high. Even up the count 1-1. And that's going to be hit. Right fielder chasing it. And that'll be the second casualty in the bottom half of the ninth inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Kenny McClendon.
So Kenny McClendon, a single in the seventh, will step up to the plate now. And one more chance before we go into extra innings, tied in a 4-4 contest. Swing and a miss on that four-seamer, outclassed for strike one. And now the 0-1. And strike two called as we are down to the last of inning number 9. Now the 0-2. And that's going to be hit to second. Throw out to first. And guys, we are going to extras here. And we end 9. We head to the 10th. Still tied with 4. Keith Ogle 0 for 2 with 2 walks.
Leading off for Arkansas.
Starting up now for the top of inning number 10 as we made it to extras.
That's out.
And here we go with inning number 10 as the four-seamer is out there for ball 1. Shipman now in confidence level really high. And oh my gracious, looks like he was chasing butterflies with that pitch at strike 1. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be fouled off into left, and he's now in the 1-2 hole. 1-2 now. Uh-oh, and that one's going to be high. Mistaken location. That one is out of here. This ball game has been broken. And San Antonio just giving up the tiebreaker, and Arkansas coming out to hit a home run in the top half of inning number 10. So San Antonio has to come back and get this ball game retied again, if that's possible, through the bottom half of inning number 10. I gotta say, we're gonna have a pitching change now. And Keenan McDaniel coming to the mound now to see if he can sort out this mess in a 1-run deficit. San Antonio hoping that this is not the night that they're going to fall in bad luck and lose this home opener of the 6 homestand series. Now here we go with the start of inning number 10 as a slider comes in. Keith Roman strikeout in the 7th inning. 5-4 our score as that home run coming into a solo shot. A 5-4 advantage against San Antonio, and now 3 strikes remain for San Antonio if they don't come back in the 10th inning to try to even out the game and hopefully getting a winning run home. And that would be a close game. 6-5 would be a final if they come through with a base runner and getting a 2-run home run. So 1 away here in the top half of inning number 10. And that will be called a strike to Tony Casto. Double and a run, 1 for 4 to the visitor center fielder. 0-1 now. And that one right there will be a called strike 2 as he fouls that one off. So, beautiful Sunday, I'm sorry, not a Sunday night, it's Tuesday evening here. And that ball gets him, and that would be 2 quick outs here after the solo. And oh my gracious, he's just been ejected out of the ball game, throwing his bat. And that will do it for him. He is done. D-O-N-E, that's what they call it, done. And the slider gets him out for strike 1. You never throw down your batting equipment or whatever, because that's immediate ejection. So he got mad there. Hit to third. And he will throw this one out, and the 10th inning comes to an end. So the bottom half of the 10th inning with 3 chances, San Antonio looks for a rally point, and Arkansas leading by 1. Johnny Roseboro coming up to the plate now to get a save, as he will hopefully inherit a save. Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder, 1 for 3, a single in the 5th, as we play the bottom half of inning number 10. And here we go with inning number 10 as that 4-seamer's out there for ball 1. 5-4 our score, and San Antonio trailing by 1. Hopefully to get a base hit and get a winning run home, and that will win the series opener for them. 1-1, evened up in the count. 1-1. Hit to short. And that's the last thing they need, is getting a ground out, and that's 1 away in the top of the 10th inning. Or, I'm sorry, bottom of the 10th. Billy Richter, center fielder, fly out in the 7th. 2 chances to rally. And that 4-seamer in there for strike 1. Last of the 10th inning and last of this first game. And, oh, that's going to be a hit to first, and he jumps and gets it, and that's 2 away in the inning. So got to say, that looked like it was going to be a potential base hit, but so sad for him. And now the Missions down to their final out here in the bottom half of inning number 10. Hopefully to look for a way to get a home run, and this 10th inning will not go unfinished, as we will still have more baseball for you guys here this evening. 4-seam fastball, now the count holds 2-0. So hopefully we should see if they can do a rally. And he's going to foul that one off. Now the count holds 2-1. Dangerous moment here for the Missions, as they try to rally back and tie a game up again. 2-2 now, and now they're down against it, as they're down to their final strike this evening. And now the 2-2. Protecting the plate, and he'll get one more chance. Last of inning number 10. To second. And to first, and that is the game, folks. Arkansas wins the first of this 3-game series. Coming back in the top half of inning number 10, as delivering a solo home run that gives them the lead 5-4. The final finish in tonight's contest. The Arkansas Travelers tying up the ball game and winning the solo home run in the top of the 10th. Armando Vasquez may be getting the win here tonight, but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. We have more after this from the show.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Travelers. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. Left 8 men on base. For the Mission, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so tonight's first game of this 3-game series will come to an end as the Arkansas Travelers win by getting a solo home run in the top half of inning number 10. Well, San Antonio trying to come back in this ball game, and do gotta say it was a bad night for them. Winning pitcher on the mound goes to Tommy Culver. Save goes to Johnny Roseboro. And losing pitcher for San Antonio tonight goes to Guy Shipman. Sergio Valentine will be the lefty, getting the player of the game with a 2-for-4 with a home run that led to 3 runs on the board through this ball game. Well, we're going our line scores first for the victorious Arkansas Travelers. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. And for San Antonio this evening, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. So we want everybody to be welcome back to tomorrow night as the Missions will continue this 3-game series against the Arkansas Travelers and hoping to win one or a couple through this homestand. Don't forget, we'll wrap up the series on Thursday night, June 4th, and don't forget the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals are coming in for the weekend, so Friday and Saturday night games at 7:05. We'll wrap the series up on Sunday, June 7th against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And after that game on Sunday, the Missions will get on the road and head to Frisco for a 4-game set. And then back home to play 8 against Corpus Christi and Midland. Well, 5-4 as this game has been close. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 7:05 versus the Arkansas Travelers. Have a good night, everybody.